I traveled to over 100 countries and thought I knew what to expect from Central Asia. But Kazakhstan completely surprised me. In 1 week, I flew my drone over canyons that look like the Grand Canyon, visited alpine lakes that look like Switzerland, found a mysterious sunken forest, experienced a traditional mountain steam room and ice bath, ate horse meat for the first time, had dinner at one of the most beautiful restaurants in the world, and finished the night with drinks overlooking the mountains from the top of Almaty. And the crazy part? Most people still have no idea Kazakhstan looks like this. This is Kazakhstan, one of the most underrated countries I've ever visited. When most people think of bucket list travel, they think of places like Greece, Italy, Japan, Thailand, Bali, or Switzerland. But lately, more travelers are starting to look somewhere different, Central Asia. And after spending a week in Kazakhstan, I understand why. The country is huge, it has mountains, canyons, alpine lakes, deserts, modern cities, traditional food, Soviet history, nomadic culture, and landscapes that honestly don't feel real. Kazakhstan is the kind of place where you can be in a modern city like Almaty one day, and the next day you're driving through empty landscapes, red rock canyons, glacier-fed lakes, and mountain villages. It feels adventurous, but still accessible. It feels exotic, but not impossible. And for travel creators, it's a gold mine because it doesn't look like the same overfilmed places everyone else is posting. This is what makes Kazakhstan so exciting right now. It feels like discovery. Most Kazakhstan trips start in Almaty, and honestly, Almaty surprised me too. It's not just some random city you fly into before the nature trips. It has mountains right behind it, good restaurants, nightlife, cafes, parks, and a much more modern feeling than many people expect. But the real magic of Almaty is that it is a gateway. Within a few hours, you can be in landscapes that look like they belong in different countries. Canyons, lakes, mountains, forests, hot tubs, ice baths. This region gives you so much variety in a short amount of time. Almaty also gave me something I didn't fully expect, a more elevated lifestyle side. Yes, the city is a gateway to Kazakhstan's canyon lakes and mountains, but it also has beautiful restaurants, stylish hotels, rooftop views, and a more modern luxury scene than many travelers probably imagine. The contrast became one of the biggest surprises of the trip. In the same week, I was flying my drone over remote canyons and alpine lakes, but I was also eating at one of the most beautiful restaurants in the world and having drinks from the top of Almaty with mountain views in the distance. That's when I realized Kazakhstan is not just adventure travel. It can also be stylish, cultural, and surprisingly premium. For anyone thinking about Kazakhstan, I would say don't just come for the city, come for the road trips. That's where the country really opens up. The first major natural wonder I visited was Charyncanyon National Park, and this is where Kazakhstan started to feel unreal. You drive through these wide open landscapes, and suddenly the earth just opens up into massive red rock formations, cliffs, and valleys. It honestly feels like you've been dropped somewhere between Arizona and Utah and another planet. Charyncanyon is often compared to the Grand Canyon, and while it's not as massive, it has that same feeling of ancient rock, scale, silence, and drama. The most famous area is called the Valley of Castles because the rock formations look like towers and fortress walls carved by nature. For drone footage, this place is incredible. From above, you can really see the scale, the road, the canyon, the layers of rock, and the dramatic landscape. What I loved about this place is that it doesn't feel over-commercialized, and that's a beauty of Kazakhstan right now. It feels like you're discovering something before the rest of the world catches on. If this canyon were in Western Europe or the United States, everyone would already know about it. Another place that really surprised me was Black Canyon. It doesn't get as much attention as Charyncanyon, but visually, it's powerful in a different way. The landscape is darker, moodier, and more dramatic. It feels raw, it feels empty, it feels like the kind of place where you stop the car, get out for 5 minutes, and end up filming for an hour because the light keeps changing. For creators, these are the places that make road trip video feel bigger. Not every stop has to be the famous one. Sometimes the underrated stops give the video more depth. Black Canyon gave the journey another texture. Charyncanyon felt red, massive, and dramatic. Black Canyon felt darker, quieter, and more mysterious. And that is what I love about Kazakhstan. The landscapes kept changing, and every place had its own personality. After the canyons, Kazakhstan completely changed scenery. Suddenly, the red rock and dry landscapes turned into green mountains, pine forests, and alpine lakes. Kolsailake honestly felt like Central Asia's version of Switzerland, but wilder, less crowded, and much less expected. The turquoise blue water, the mountains, the reflections, the fresh air, this is a side of Kazakhstan that I think will make more and more people want to travel here. One of the things that makes Kazakhstan so interesting is the contrast. In the same trip, you can go from canyon landscapes that look like the American Southwest to alpine lakes that look like the Swiss Alps. That kind of variety is rare, and it makes a country feel much bigger than just one destination.
Look at the color of that lake.
This was one of those places where the camera almost doesn't do justice. You need the drone, you need the wide angle, you need the silence, because a scale is a story. For me, Kolsailake showed the softer, more peaceful side of Kazakhstan's natural beauty. After the drama of the canyons, this felt calm, fresh, and cinematic. It's the kind of place where you don't need to do much. You just stand there, look around, and realize how beautiful the world still is.
Look at this guy just chilling. It's going down.
Is this a falcon? Yeah. Easy. Crazy Korean.
Then came one of the most unique places I visited in Kazakhstan, Kaindylake. This lake is famous because of the dead spruce trees rising out of the water. It almost feels like a flooded forest or a scene from a fantasy movie. The water is this cold blue-green color, and the trees sticking out of the lake give it a mysterious, almost haunted feeling. It's beautiful, but not in a normal beach postcard way. It's beautiful because it feels unusual. This was one of my favorite places to film because it doesn't look generic. It doesn't look like every other lake. It has an identity. And for travel content, that matters. When someone sees Kaindylake, they stop and ask, where is that? That's exactly the kind of reaction you want. This is exactly why Kazakhstan is such a good travel content destination. It gives you places people haven't seen 1,000 times. Everyone has seen Santorini, everyone has seen Bali, everyone has seen the Eiffel Tower, but how many people have seen a sunken forest lake in Kazakhstan? This is the kind of place that makes people stop scrolling because they don't immediately know where it is. One of the most memorable experiences of this trip wasn't just sightseeing. It was a full mountain wellness day in Kazakhstan.
So what is this called? Russian
It's torture.
sauna? Russian sauna, right?
I did a traditional steam room treatment with leaves.
That's hot. Be a real man. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. He's fanning the steam on me. It hurts. No more, I'm gonna go.
No, you will get used to it. Wait,
Come on,
just
come on.
like 2 minutes and you will get used to it.
You have to get used to it.
Then an ice bath, all with mountain views in the distance.
Oh, that's hot. Cold pack.
Go.
I'll be cool. Okay. Oh. Cold punch. Cold punch. Oh! Oh, that's cold.
And honestly, this was one of the coolest wellness experiences I've ever done anywhere.
It's gonna beat me with these eucalyptus. Oh man, that's gonna be painful.
The leaf treatment is similar to what people often associate with Russian or Central Asian banya culture. In a hot steam room, bundles of leafy branches are used to stimulate circulation, create heat, and release aroma. It sounds intense if you've never done it before, but once you experience it, it feels like a combination of massage, heat therapy, and traditional ritual. The heat builds up, the steam fills the room, the leaves hit your body, and it feels like your circulation just wakes up.
Is it hot? Is that why? It depends. You know it's okay.
Thank God. I come back from hell. That's freaking crazy.
Then you go from the heat into the cold water and your body just gets shocked back to life. For me, this was a perfect example of why travel in Kazakhstan feels different. It's not only about looking at beautiful landscapes, it's about experiencing the culture, the climate, the mountains, the food, and the traditions. You're not just taking photos, you're doing things that feel connected to the place. I've done spas in many countries, but doing this in the mountains of Kazakhstan made it feel completely different. It wasn't just luxury, it felt local, cultural, and connected to the environment. After seeing Kazakhstan's canyons, lakes, and mountains, I wanted to experience another side of the country, the food, the design, and the culture. And one of the most impressive places I visited in Almaty was auyl. This is not just a restaurant. It feels like a cultural experience. Auyl has been recognized as one of the 16 most beautiful restaurants in the world, and once you see it, you understand why. The architecture, the setting, the interior, the open kitchen, the details, the presentation, everything feels intentional. It's located in the mountainous Medu area of Almaty, and the whole concept feels connected to the Kazakh identity, nomadic traditions, and modern design. For a travel video, this is exactly the kind of place that makes a destination feel deeper. You're not only showing landscapes, you're showing how the country expresses itself through food, architecture, and hospitality. The food at auyl was inspired by Central Asian and Kazakh traditions, but presented in a modern, elevated way. This is a kind of restaurant that makes you realize Kazakhstan is not just a place for adventure travel. It also has a serious culinary and design scene. And for me, this was one of the most triple VIP moments of the trip. Wild nature during the day, beautiful restaurant at night, local culture, but with a premium experience. This is a side of Kazakhstan I think a lot of people don't expect. You come for the landscapes, but then you realize Almaty also has design, food, ambiance, and a level of sophistication that feels very international. Another major first for me in Kazakhstan was eating horse meat.
First time trying horse meat. Almaty, okay. Kazakhstan?
Now I know for some people watching that might sound shocking. In many countries, people don't eat horse. But in Kazakhstan, horses are deeply connected to nomadic culture, history, transportation, food, and identity. So for me, trying horse meat wasn't about being extreme. It was about understanding the culture. The flavor surprised me. It was richer than I expected, similar to lean beef, and definitely something I'll remember. This is why food belongs in travel videos. Food shows history, it shows survival, it shows tradition, it shows what a place values. And sometimes travel pushes you outside of what feels normal, not so you can judge another culture, but so you can understand it better. I didn't come to Kazakhstan expecting to eat horse meat at one of the most beautiful restaurants in the world, but that is exactly why this trip surprised me. To end one of the nights in Almaty, I went for drinks at the Sky Bar inside the Ritz-Carlton Hotel. And this was another moment where Kazakhstan surprised me. You are high above the city with beautiful ambiance, cocktails, city lights, and the mountains surrounding Almaty in the distance. It does not feel like the image many people have in their mind when they think of Central Asia. It feels modern, it feels elevated, it feels international. But at the same time, the mountain backdrop reminds you exactly where you are. This is why Almaty is such a strong base for a Kazakhstan trip. You can spend the day in canyons, lakes, mountains, or steam baths, and then come back to the city for a proper luxury hotel, beautiful dinner, and a rooftop-style cocktail with mountain views. That combination is rare. Kazakhstan gives you adventure, but it also gives you comfort. It gives you raw nature, but also premium experiences. And for me, that made the trip feel much more complete. This is a part of Almaty I think luxury travelers and travel creators need to know about. Kazakhstan is not only rugged, it can also be refined. And after this trip, I understand why Central Asia is getting more attention. People are tired of going to the same places, taking the same photos, and fighting the same crowds. Everyone knows Paris, Rome, Santorini, Bali, and Dubai. Those places are amazing, but they are also heavily filmed. Central Asia feels different. Kazakhstan gives you natural beauty, culture, adventure, food, design, and a sense of discovery. One moment you're standing inside a canyon that looks like Arizona, the next you're at an alpine lake that looks like Switzerland, then you're doing a steam bath in the mountains, then you're eating modern Kazakh cuisine at one of the most beautiful restaurants in the world, and later that night you're having cocktails above Almaty with mountain views in the distance. That variety is what makes Kazakhstan special. It does not fit into one simple category. It's not just a nature destination, it's not just a city trip, it is not just adventure travel, it's a country that keeps changing the more you explore it. The best travel videos are not only beautiful, they make people curious. Kazakhstan does this because it breaks expectations. Before I came here, I didn't fully understand how diverse this country was. After 1 week, I felt like I'd only scratched the surface. For travel creators, this is powerful because the visuals are not predictable. One moment you're filming canyons, the next you're filming alpine lakes, then you're in a steam room in the mountains, then you're eating traditional food you've never tried before. That variety makes a story stronger. Kazakhstan is not what most people expect, and that's exactly why it's worth visiting. So is Kazakhstan worth visiting? Absolutely. But I would say this, Kazakhstan is not the kind of place where you should only stay in the city and expect the magic to come to you. You need to get out, you need to drive, you need to see the canyons, the lakes, the mountains, the villages, the food, the traditions, and the modern side of Almaty. This is a country for people who want adventure, landscapes, and something different. The biggest pros, the nature is incredible, the landscapes are diverse, the country still feels underrated, and the content potential is huge. For photography, drone footage, YouTube, and travel storytelling, Kazakhstan is seriously powerful. The challenges? Distances can be long, roads can be rough in some places, and if you want to see places like Kaindylake or kolsailakes properly, it's better to plan ahead. Traffic is bad during rush hour in Almaty. Also, I should mention that the partying in Almaty isn't great or comparable to some of the world's best destinations, so I wouldn't recommend you come for partying and for strong nightlife here. Kazakhstan reminded me why I love to travel. Not because it was easy, not because it was the most famous, not because everyone else was already posting about it, but because it surprised me. In 1 week, I saw red canyons, black canyons, alpine lakes, sunken forests, mountain spas, ice baths, traditional food, modern Kazakh cuisine, one of the most beautiful restaurants in the world, and a luxury sky bar overlooking Almaty and the beautiful and majestic mountains. That combination is what made Kazakhstan so powerful. It was raw and refined, adventurous and comfortable, ancient and modern, underrated but unforgettable. And that's why I think Kazakhstan and Central Asia in general is going to become a much bigger travel destination. If you want something different, something beautiful, something adventurous, something that feels like discovery, Kazakhstan should be on your list. This is Central Asia, and I think the world is just starting to notice. If this video changed the way you think about Kazakhstan, hit like, subscribe, and follow my triple VIP travel channels for more luxury adventure and hidden gem destination reviews around the world.